Okay, so excuse all the noise here. This is, I guess, episode 2 of what I like to call the Brainstorm. And this is just where I talk about whatever I want to talk about. I've been meaning to do this, a follow-up, for a while, but I've been burnt out. Yeah, just straight up. There's no other way to put it. I've been pretty burnt out, just with work, with music, kind of social media as well. Y'all are gonna have to excuse me because I gotta eat. This is my lunch break. I'm on Threads most of the time when I take my lunch break, but I've just really been wanting to get on here and just vent and talk it out. And this is really the only time I had to do it this week, and I do want to get this uploaded fairly soon. So I usually don't edit these, but I might do some jump cuts because one, I don't need y'all seeing me demolish a sandwich. Like, there's no I don't know, there's something about eating on camera, dog. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Or fuck it, maybe I won't cut it. I don't know. It depends on how loud my chewing is. If it's too loud and it just sounds gross, I'm not doing that, because that's just disrespectful, man. So I'm recording the audio on my phone and I'm watching the audio waves. It's crazy. So it's a lot of things that are contributing to my burnout. I think one of the biggest things is late last year, I decided to do what I call a social media sprint, which is I was trying to challenge myself to post something on social media, any sort of content on social media, every day for about 45 days straight, I think. And at this point, I had been posting on Threads every day for a couple months, and I was unemployed at the time because I had just moved from Ohio to Maryland, and I just wanted to see if I could do it. And it was a really eye-opening experience. Will I do it again? Probably not. Not in that way, because what I was doing was I was posting to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads for 45 days straight. I fell off around, I want to say it was like maybe 3.5 weeks. That's when I really fell off. I fell off of like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. And for the past couple months, I've really only been posting to Threads consistently. And that's just because Threads is, it's just where a lot of my interests intersect. And there's a whole bunch of other music nerds, fashion people, that are on there, artsy people that are on there. A lot of it feels weird to say it now, but a lot of my online friends are on Threads. I do consider a great majority of you guys my friends because I don't know, I talk to you guys a lot. I feel like I somewhat know you guys as far as you can call, say an internet acquaintance. I feel like I kind of know you guys, like, because I'm comfortable joking with you guys, but yeah. So I've been posting on Threads every day since July, like early July, because I was early on Threads. I cannot believe I'm eating in a mic, like into a mic and recording on camera. Like, this is weird. So yeah, just trying to keep up with social media. That was really exhausting. And I was creating stuff, right? Like little skits and everything, but I didn't realize how much went into all that. And social media really is a whole nother full-time job. So, I can't keep up doing that every day and doing the music and working. But it was fine when I didn't have a job. I got a job sooner than I expected. So it just kind of threw a wrench into my plans. Also, this job, I'm not going to say what it is because God forbid this shit anything goes viral. And my employers see this. Y'all ain't getting me like that. That's why I'm wearing a jacket from a past job. So, because even though I am on social media a lot and I'm on the internet and everything like that, I need my 9 to 5 at this point. Straight up. I need it. I'm living check to check. So I can't afford to get fired under any circumstances. So yeah, I got this job, which, I am grateful for in the grand scheme of things, but this job has me making decisions like all the time. Like it's not a job where I can just sit back and coast through it like I thought it was going to be when I got into it, right? I have to be on all the time. So with that, it's like when I come home, I'm exhausted. And it's not really physical. It's more mental. But for me, being mentally drained makes me physically drained. So I usually come home, and if I don't have any errands I need to run, I'll eat dinner and then I'll pass out. So the editing process of this mixtape, Futuristic Fly Shit Planet 23, it's kind of been on pause because every time I tell myself, yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. It's just like, I don't have the motivation. Or even if I do have the motivation, I don't have it in me physically. I pass out. I go to sleep. Like, that's it, So it's kind of been put on pause, and I really want to get this thing over with because we started working on this really in September. So it's been October, because it was like mid-September. So October, November, December, January, February. And now we just got into March. Today is March 1st. Like, I don't want to be holding on to this for 6 whole months. This was just supposed to be something fun, so like straight up mixtape. It wasn't supposed to be too serious, honestly. But I think I've just spread myself too thin yet again. Anybody who knows me knows that I can't ever just do one thing. I have to do a whole bunch of little things or do a bunch of big things all at once. Hence why I thought I could be in the middle of a job search and do a mixtape, write, record, mix, create the artwork for, a mixtape. And then also get a job. And I didn't put anything on pause. All I did was just pivot. I just pivot to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing. And I thought that I could juggle everything. And there's I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm watching this person. This parking lot is really tight. So whenever somebody tries to park next to you or really close to you, it's just please don't. Please don't. But yeah, so I've been trying to juggle a lot of stuff, and the other thing that I guess I wasn't prepared for is the kind of collaboration that's necessary for this project. I wasn't ready for that. I'm not saying this as a diss or a knock or anything like that. I love collaborating with Trey. If you're watching this, Trey, this shit has been amazing. It's just anything worthwhile isn't easy, right? So this is definitely, I think, being willing to collaborate and going through having to compromise and having to work with somebody else, it's a necessary part of being a musician. Music and art is a collaborative process, or at least the best of it is. But up until this point, I've been solo, completely. So I move on my own time. All the artistic decisions are my own. So just learning to share, learning to compromise, that's kind of tough for me. Not gonna lie. Excuse me. So it's just, I'm dealing with a bunch of growing pains, I guess. Because it's the collaboration, it's the, I still feel like I'm getting acclimated to living in Maryland as an adult. Because it's oh, well, didn't you grow up there? Yeah, I grew up here, but it's not the same. It's not the same. I was out of Maryland as soon as I was 18, basically, So the way I was living my adult life, or the way that I learned to live adult life in Ohio, not all of that works here. Ohio is slow, snail's pace compared to Maryland. And like, and then just all the stuff of like, I still have to register my car here. I still have to get my driver's license changed over. Now I have to do my taxes. I have to get all my tax documents together. It's a lot. So dealing with all that, and then also trying to keep my momentum with social media, because I dropped off of basically everything except Threads. You know, I want to keep growing on Threads, and I like going on Threads. You know, it's pretty much, it's damn near my hobby right now. Like, music is what I want to do for real. So I do the music shit, but I feel like a part of that is going on Threads, and Threads kind of just feels like a hobby. It's like, it feels like just at the end of the day, catching up with my people, seeing what's going on. You know, also discovering other artists. See, we got, bruh, what are y'all doing? Anyway, what was I saying? So it's basically work, music, Threads, and then keeping up with chores and all that stuff is too much for me right now. And something's got to give. So y'all are probably going to see less of me online. While I try to get myself together, because I gotta finish this project and I gotta release it. Like, I have to stop saying this is a collaboration. We, Trey and I, have to release this before March is over. I don't want to be holding on to this project any longer than I have to. And to me, it's done. Like, save for just cleaning up the vocals and stuff, it's done. Artwork is done. We just have to make content. But the way the internet is now, you can promote this stuff like 6 months, 8 months, and do it like as you go along. So I'm not really too concerned on the content part. I can do the content stuff easy. But I have other ideas that I want to execute. I have other projects that I want to work on. I have other collaborations that I want to do. I just got to get through this one thing first. And then, like, I haven't been to a show. I haven't been out in the local scene since, I don't even know, probably like since October. Yeah. So, and like I always say, like, internet is cool, but being able to show up in real life and get up on stage, all that's priceless. And honestly, it's better, like, seeing people's reactions to the music live in real time. Can't beat it. I want to get out there, but I can't get out there right now because I got to stay focused on getting this project done. So the quicker I can get that done, the quicker I can get out there and do other things. I did take my day off yesterday, or no, the day before, Wednesday. I took that day and I watched two movies. I watched Godzilla Minus One, and then I watched Django Unchained, which is one of my favorite movies. And it kind of sparked something. It kind of drug me a little bit out of my burnout. And I think that's part of it too, because part of why I know it's time to get this project done and released. When I do a project that has a theme, I try to make sure, like during the creation phase, like during my songwriting phase, during my beat making phase, if I'm making beats for it, I try to limit what I consume. So that means, oh shit, I only got a couple minutes left. So what that means is, I've been only watching sci-fi. I've only been listening to certain artists that have a certain sound. I've mostly been listening to my rough drafts and everything, listening to myself then that's pretty much it. Outside of like listening to my Threads homies, their music. But other than that, I've been in my self-imposed media isolation bubble, and watching those two films, which Godzilla Minus One, great film, hands down. You don't even got to be a Godzilla fan to like it or appreciate it. Excuse me. Watching those just kind of brought me back, and it's like, okay, like this is what it's about. It's about creating art. It's about giving that inspiration, that like those wow moments. That's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do. And you get stuck in your routine or your little bubble or something like that. When I get burnt out, that means it's time to pivot. It's time to move on. Time to go to the next thing. So anybody that's reached out for a collaboration, just know if I haven't responded to you, I'm sorry. If my communication's been lacking, I'm sorry. I'm working through this burnout. I'm gonna get back to you. And if you'll have me, I'm down. But yeah, so I have maybe 3 minutes left on my break. So I'm gonna smash this sandwich and yeah, I'll see y'all next time. I gotta stop looking at this screen. I'm sorry. So it's like, maybe I gotta just close this screen here so I can look at the camera. No. Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Okay, so it just shut the camera off. I didn't know that. So, yeah. What? Hold up. Okay. All right, sorry. I didn't know it would just... Maybe I have to do it like that. What? Ah, okay. Okay. So, yeah. I gotta get better at just looking at the camera. I'm gonna smash this sandwich. I'm gonna get back to work. And when I get home, I'm gonna start to get back to work on the mixtape. It's gonna be released before March is over. That's a promise. Hold me to that, please. Somebody, anybody watching, DM me on Instagram. I'm giving you license to just annoy me in my DMs. Just be like, yo, what is Futuristic Fly shit done? It's done. Where you at? Come on. But all right, I'm gonna get off of here. Bye. Oh, it's hard to snap in these gloves. All right, so yeah, I'm back, and I'm still eating because I didn't finish my lunch. So excuse the chewing noises. Like I said before, if the chewing noises are just too obnoxious and gross when I listen back to this audio, I am going to cut it out somehow or like lessen it. But if not, I guess enjoy the ASMR. You know, it's kind of weird that I do this because I'm really a very private person for the most part, you know? Like there's people that I consider myself close to, but I haven't texted them in months. You know, I haven't called them or anything like that, but I'll get on the internet every day and talk to y'all. And I don't know, it's just weird. It doesn't feel like I'm talking to anyone other than myself. Even though I have this huge glass eye staring at me, you know, it just feels like I'm talking to myself. And I talk to myself all the time. And no, I don't mean like I sit there and I think silently, you know, like just by myself. I literally talk to myself out loud. So, yeah, life is weird. Life is pretty weird. So, normally I wouldn't do a second part to the stream of consciousness thing because, you know, it's now I'm at a different point in the day. But what I'm hoping is that maybe if I do something that's, you know, mentally stimulating on my way home, that I won't just go home and pass out. You know, because this is part of, well, now this is part of my creative process. Like, this is something that I'm creating right now. You know, call it content, call it whatever you want. Like, this is now part of my art. And when I'm creating music, I can stay up for days. So I'm hoping this will kind of keep me awake. rush hour traffic in Maryland, people drive insane. Just weaving in and out of the lanes, and they're not even getting that far ahead. It don't make any sense to me. But I had a weird thing that I noticed about myself today. I noticed that when it comes to getting praise at my job, like if somebody tells me, oh, you did such a great job on this, or oh, everybody look at Quentin, he did such a great job on blah 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 blah, is like I cringe, I die a little bit inside, like I hate it. I don't know why exactly. I think it's because I don't want to be praised for things that I'm not putting effort into. You know? And I think also part of it is because I don't know, I don't believe it's genuine. I don't believe it's genuine most of the time. Because I've had, I don't even know how many different jobs I've had, but I've had more than 5 different jobs. And I'm trying to think of the exact number. The exact number is not important. The thing is, I see the same pattern at a lot of them, where it's just like, anytime somebody gets praised for doing a good job, it's like, oh, look, you did a good job, pat on the back. And it's just like, I don't even want to be here. Like, I'm here just to keep the lights on. I'm here because my stomach needs food. Like, I like to eat, you know? Like, I don't need you to pat me on the back. Yeah, it's just weird. And I notice it more and more with the last couple jobs I've had, because I keep getting customer service jobs, because anytime that I try to get something different, you know, I never get past the interview phase for whatever reason. But I've been doing customer service jobs since 2013. So that's 11 years experience now. I can do customer service in my sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna be good at it. So it's like, I get these jobs, and just because I'm the new person, but I already know most of what I'm doing, I get all this attention and all this praise, and I become the favorite, and it rubs me the wrong way, because I see that I get treated differently from some of the other people that may have started at the same job around the same time, and I don't like it. I don't want special treatment. I just don't. Especially when I'm not trying, you know? Like, I'm not trying any harder than anyone else. So don't, I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with this. And my neck is stiff. One of these days I'm gonna do this on my day off, because I like to drive, but the only driving that I do is my commute, so it's not fun. You know, shit is not fun. I feel like I just talk and I talk and I talk and I talk. But I feel like I should be asking you guys to talk, to give me something to talk about, you know? So, with it being the second episode for this, I want to ask y'all, what do y'all want to see me talk about with these? Do you just want me to talk about whatever? Because that's cool. I can definitely do that. But is there stuff that y'all have questions about? Like when it comes to my songs, my process, my music, like how I make stuff? Are there, do you want me to do lyric breakdowns or something like that? Would that be cool? Is that something y'all want to see? I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what y'all want to see, what y'all want to hear me talk about, I guess. You know what's really annoying is when you eat a Pop-Tart and no matter how much you wipe your mouth, there's still crumbs all over your mouth. What is that? What are Pop-Tarts made out of that the crumbs just don't come off your face? It's crazy. I don't get it. Oh man, I gotta go home. What am I doing when I get home? I gotta do something productive. I feel like I've been just kind of are you gonna get over or not? What are you doing? This person's got their blinker on and they're being oh my god. Just get over. I feel like I've just been floating around, just kind of going through the motions. I didn't really feel like I had relaxed any until last Sunday, this past Sunday. And then, when I finally allowed myself to just do nothing and watch those movies on Wednesday. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know what I was about to say. I just forgot. What the fuck? Okay. Somebody on the side of the road. What I really need to do is make sure I paid all my bills, for real. Sheesh. I just been on autopilot with everything. So part of me feels like, yeah, I definitely paid all my bills, but I haven't checked my bank account in a couple days. So now I'm not sure, now that I'm thinking about it. Because like when I'm really on top of everything, I'm checking my bank account like every single day. I write down every single transaction as it's happening or right after it happens. And I know exactly what's in the account. I know exactly what's pending. But I've been spreading myself too thin, so now I don't know. I want to say that I paid everything, but I don't think I paid it all. I feel like there's like one or two things. It's probably like the automatic stuff. It's probably one or two things that are automatic that I just haven't done. Or it might be the credit card, because I was supposed to make an extra payment on the credit card. One of them. One of the credit cards, man. I hate credit cards. I really hate them. Like, I'm glad for what they've allowed me to do, but at the same time, I guess I really don't hate credit cards. I'm disappointed in my lack of self-discipline with my credit cards. Like, I know better, but I don't do better. And it's just because it's just like, you know, you think you're like, I'm too smart for my own good, basically. Because I had my credit cards under control for a good amount of time. I wouldn't even say a long time, because I consider like a long time for your credit cards is probably like 3 years plus. I had a good year where credit cards were under control. I felt like I had everything going right when it came to the credit cards. And then 2021 happened. And I went through what I went through. Had to get some medical stuff taken care of. And then I also had to do some traveling, which I didn't have money for. But I was like, oh yeah, I'm real smart. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up this credit card. They're gonna give me a $200 bonus after I spend $1,000, but I can pay the $200 off right away. And then what I'll do, or the thing that I needed was $200, right? So I get the $200 bonus, and then to get to the $1,000, I'm just gonna buy groceries and other essential things, so I'll pay it off right away because I'll have the money. So I did that, right? And when the $200 bonus came, I paid it. But then I had all the medical stuff that popped up that I wasn't expecting. And the HSA that I had, I ran through it. So then I had to start putting all this stuff on the credit card. And then I was in the hole. I paid off a good chunk of it, and then we moved. So all that work right out the window, right down the drain. And now I'm in Maryland, where my dollars don't go as far. So I don't know how, unless I figure, like, if for some reason I'm able to grow a fan base in like a year and start selling merch or something like that, selling tickets to shows, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay these off. Honestly, interest is eating me alive. Me and my girl, like, it's eating us alive. It's the interest, because we pool our money together, and even that's still not enough. And I'm not gonna dwell on all this stuff. Like, this is not me bitching and moaning. It's not a complain fest. We're not doing that. I'm just telling y'all about the reality of what I'm going through. It just really bugs me, the situation, the financial situation, because I really thought I was going to be able to get a better job than where I'm at right now. I thought I had skills and stuff on paper that, come to find out, I really don't. So the higher paying stuff that I was applying to, they didn't want me, because they were just like, oh, so you're really just a customer service person. And it's just like, oh, well, yeah, I guess. Like, you're not this, you're not that extra thing, you're not this extra thing or that extra thing. So all that stuff you put on your resume, like, that's not really what it is, huh? Like, well, I guess not. So here I am doing retail still. But it's just more motivation to make the music work. It's gonna work. It has to. I just gotta cut through the noise and be consistent. That's all it really is. That's all it really is. I just realized that this footage is probably going to be unwatchable. because it's nighttime. So I hope y'all weren't, like, if you're watching this right now, I'm sorry. If you just like hearing me talk, though, I mean, you know, we here. We are here. Alright. I guess I'm gonna cut this off. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I mean, futuristic fly shit, Planet 23, it's on the way. It's gonna be released before March ends. If you want to see more of this, like, comment, subscribe even. Let me know what you want me to talk about. If you have any suggestions, you know what? Yeah, just let it be known these are suggestions. This channel is not a democracy, all right? This is my channel. It's not a democracy. But I am open to suggestions. So, if you have something that you want to see me talk about at some point, or you want to hear me talk about at some point, just let me know in the comments, and maybe I will, maybe I won't. But yeah, excuse me. Deuces.